welcome to my YouTube. It's JaChé Nicole. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Today I'm going to be doing a how to become a social worker in Georgia YouTube video. So make sure you stay tuned and let's get started. First, let's start off and describe what the career of social work is. Social workers for a long time have been given a bad title, a bad description to their career. For the longest, we have been labeled baby snatchers because, people only typically associate social workers with child welfare and defects and breaking families apart, but we are much more than that. And once you are into this social work world and you're passionate about it and you just know that this is what you want to do, you will love it. When I first got started off into the social work career, I was at Albany State University, and I remember when I switched my major over to the social work, and Professor Johnson told me, welcome home. She always says welcome home to people who are social workers coming to the field, because it's just so much work, and once you found your home, you're here. You're going to love it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of opportunities out there. There's a lot of job titles, career paths you can go into. So just stay tuned. So the number one step to becoming a social worker in the state of Georgia, you must obtain your bachelor's degree. Now, with this bachelor's degree, you do not have to have your bachelor's degree in the field of social work. That is a bonus. Going into the field, I did not know this initially, but yes, a lot of people who go into the field of social work usually have their bachelor's in sociology, psychology. What are some other ones? I've seen some nursing majors. Some people just, switch paths completely. I've seen some business majors come over to social work. Really a lot of different people who got their undergraduate degree in something outside of social work have still been able to go back into graduate school and obtain their MSW in social work and start a career. And they have been successful, been making money, and they love it. Yes. For the bachelor's degree, I am going to just touch briefly on this. The bachelor's degree in social work, if you do decide to go that route in the bachelor's program of social work to obtain your bachelor's of social work degree, it is a general practice. So you will be getting a generalist idea, a generalist approach to social work, which will be more on a macro level, which is more individual counseling, working with families on a day-to-day basis, counseling. Also, your school must be accredited by the CSWE, the Council of Social Work Education. Yes, so once you obtain your BSW degree, it must be from a school that is accredited by the CSWE. So moving along, say you got your BSW degree and you're like, what's next? Master's degree. You could literally make a living, you can make a career. Most people have jobs in case management, other entry level positions that are in the field of social work are available for social workers with who hold the Bachelors of Social Work degree. If you would like to focus more in and weigh in on a specialization, area of interest that you would like to focus more into, you will go on and get your Master's of Social Work degree. I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. If you would like to make the dough in social work, you should go ahead and have your plan mapped out for you that you are going to go ahead and get your MSW. Fun fact, I'm going to throw this out here because a lot of people do not know this. While you do not have to get your BSW or your bachelor, your undergraduate degree in social work, it is a big ups if you do have your BSW degree, because when you go enter into the Masters of Social Work program, they have what you call an advanced standing program, which I am currently in at Georgia State University. The advanced standing program is a 1 year program, 3 semesters that start in the summer, fall, and spring semester. You will be graduating with your MSW program. With your MSW degree. Um, Straight through. Now, let me backtrack a little bit because they accept undergraduate degrees that are not in the field of social work. They do have the master's program on a full-time scale and a part-time scale. Most colleges do this, and it will be on a 4 to 5 year basis. And because of this is because since we have our Bachelors of Social Work degree, we already did that generalist practice approach that I mentioned before. And because you're coming over in your graduate program from another undergraduate field of study, you must go back and get that knowledge of generalist approach. Now, big ups to us because we did go to undergraduate for the social work field. We do not have to do the full generalist approach in master school because we had just graduated with our BSW. But the kick to that is you have up to 5 years after you graduate with your BSW to go back to grad school in the advanced standing program. Now, in this advanced standing program, many schools have their different requirements. You have to have a certain GPA. I know at Georgia State, to get accepted, you have to have a 3.2 GPA overall. And it's just other requirements. I'll probably make another video on that if you all are interested. Comment below. But those are the steps. So first, to become a social worker in Georgia, you must obtain your bachelor's degree. In any field, again, it will be a perk if you were to get your bachelor's degree in social work, but you do not have to. Now, on the Masters of Social Work Practice, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. On the Masters of Social Work Practice, as I mentioned before, that the Bachelors of Social Work Practice is more on a generalist approach. The Masters of Social Work graduate school will be focused more on a specialization. Most people have clinical or macro approach. Macro works more on a larger scale, working with policies, organizations, and communities, infiltrating a change and services to people that are actually going to work. So that's where you get to actually narrow in and zero in on what you would like to do and focus on as a professional social worker. So, outside of how to become a social worker in Georgia, there are some licensures that you can go after, that you can seek in the field of social work. Two of them being the LMSW, which is the Licensed Master of Social Work, and the LCSW, which is the License of Clinical Social Work. I'm going to give a brief review on the both of those really quickly. So the LMSW, the License of Master Social Work Practice, Master of Social Work. I'm so sorry, I keep saying practice. This is for MSW degree holders who would like to have a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more expertise up under their scale. It also gives you extra letters, decorations behind your name. You do not have to get this licensure, but many people do go on and get this licensure because you can secure a lot of the jobs that are out there. I know in Atlanta they're always hiring for LMSWs, and you get the dough. Not gonna lie to you. The LCSW is the License of Clinical Social Work. This is a licensure I would actually like to pursue, but this helps the social workers who would like to work on a more private practice on a clinical aspect with mental health therapy, counseling, family therapy, all of the sorts. And most people who hold their LMSW do go on to get the LCSW, but again, you do not have to go on to get this LCSW. Now, the LCSW is the highest licensure that you can hold in the state of Georgia and also in any states. Quote me if I'm wrong below. Any other future or any other practicing social workers, if there are other licensures, you can comment below and correct me. But to my knowledge, I believe those are the only two licensure requirements for social work. And yeah. So how to become licensed. So in order to become licensed, whether it's LMSW or LCSW, you must hold either a MSW, a DSW, or a PhD in social work. You must also apply to the ASWB board before, because you have to take an exam, just like you do when you leave master school. You have to go take an exam so that you can become a licensed master social work. So you have to apply, and within the application of that to the ASWB, which is the Association of Social Work Board, I believe that's what that is. You will apply for the test, the exam. You will send in a reference letters. I believe it's 2 reference letters. And you also have to send in your resume. Once you do that, you study for your test. I will be making another video about that. And then you pass the test and you are ready for licensure. I hope this video was very informative. I'm going to wrap it up. Those are the key to becoming a social worker in Georgia. There are many fields that you can go into. So make sure you just do your research and check it out. If you have any comments, please comment below. And thank you for watching.
Tell Facebook something you can add me on to listen to the words of this song, girl. You got it, you got it, you got it.